Hey there everybody, welcome to another series by GideonstActical. We're going to be releasing a series for the next several weeks of the ESEE4, ESEE5, the Laser Strike, the ESEE6, and the Junglas. So we got a lot of knives that we're going to be testing out, as well as versus and comparison videos of some other knives that can compete and are in the same ballpark as an ESEE knife would be. So I really encourage you, subscribe, comment as we go through here, and check out the GideonstActical channel. We're going to have a playlist of all the ESEE knives that we have reviewed here on the channel, and we're just going to have a lot of fun testing out some really high quality blades that are made here in the USA. So enjoy the next series of the ESEE knives, and I hope you guys are able to make a wise choice with your purchasing decisions based off of these videos. Hey there everybody, welcome to another episode of GideonstActical. I'm super pumped for this particular blade, ending our series on all the ESEE knives. After this video, we have reviewed all of their fixed blades except for one. So you can go ahead and in the comments below, I'll have a link to all the other videos and I'll put it in a playlist on the GideonstActical homepage. I'll give you some basic specs on this ESEE Junglas. That's how you pronounce it. I know it has a J. You can say Junglas, Junglas, however you want to say it. I'll give you basic specs. Overall length is 16.5 inches. The blade length, the actual cutting edge, is 9.75, and then from the tip to the micarta handle scales is 10.38 inches. The blade height, in other words, from the edge to the back of the spine, is 2 inches. The knife itself weighs in at 23 ounces, and then it's 33 ounces with the Kydex and nylon sheath that you see in the background. The thickness is 3/16 of an inch thick, high saber grind, removable micarta handle scales, made out of 1095 high carbon steel. They do not give us a Rockwell hardness. I do believe it's a little bit less. I think it's probably than some of their other ones, probably around like 55 to 57, kind of in that ballpark, just because of how big the blade is. They want a little bit more toughness out of it. So those are your basic specs for you guys. Let's go out there, let's baton with this thing, chop, carve. We're going to see how this baby performs and if it's worth a purchase for you, this ESEE Junglas.
It's going to be a little wet inside, I think, Aaron. A little bit. See that centerpiece it's got.
Dude, I love this thing. That's like no competition. Are you already eating? I'm doing all the work over here. It's 12:30.
You can stop and eat.
Man, this ESEE Junglas can definitely plow through wood. It just makes batoning so easy.
Stupid name, though.
Booyah.
Nice. Wow.
What is it? I don't see anything, Tommy. Man, I threw like 5 knots right there. That is awesome. Awesome. You can see with this huge, massive 10-inch blade, I can get this fine shaving done very easily. I'm getting these really nice, fine kindling going. After all the chopping, I mean, the edge retention is amazing on this blade that we've done. The thing that I'll note is you can see my index finger's up here. It's a blank spot, not really designed as a finger choil. I really would have liked to see that as a finger choil. I can get my finger on there or large size gloves, easily, and my finger's not really wanting to ride up there. If I had bare hands on, I'd be a little bit more, no gloves on, I'd be a little more nervous, but you can see that if I go back here like this, I can do it behind the guard like that, but it's just not very comfortable. It cramps my hand pretty quick. I can do it, but it's just not enjoyable. So I would have liked to see a finger choil. Otherwise, I just normally, just scoot up like that. But you can definitely get your kindling going. Obviously, like an Azula 2 or your ESEE3 is going to be a lot better at it and a lot easier. But if this is all you're rocking, or that other knife got lost, or you just, don't feel like taking it out, your Junglas can definitely do, these fine shavings real nice and easy to get your fire started, no problem. Here's just a simple little way to do some other carving if you need to with a large blade like this. So put the back of the spine up against your knee and just pull the wood so you don't have to expend as much energy. Very easy to do. Alright, so we got some 3/8 heavy duty nylon cord right here, and we got the ESEE Junglas. We'll see how it does with this type of cord. Oh yeah, man. Doesn't even really slide around. Easily goes through something like that. No problem. With such a large, 3/16 of an inch thick blade, this cord is no match. I mean, you can go through, your paracord or other nylon rope webbing if you needed to with this blade and easily, perform those kind of man-made, going through the man-made materials stuff very easily with this blade. Going here at about a 6-inch dead aspen tree. And you gotta love the weight that your Junglas is throwing around and how it feels in my hand. Just very good, fills out my hand really nice. And then this hook back here, I've got a really good grasp on the knife, and it just is very comfortable as I chop. Getting lots of meat out of there. Alright, so we spent probably about 2-3 minutes. My hand is a little fatigued, obviously from the chopping, but I gotta say, having a big blade definitely helps, particularly when you're needing to build a shelter or just get a lot of dried firewood, making a camp, something like that. Again, this is about a 6-inch tree, chopped all the way to the core. Now we're gonna kind of step back here and I'm gonna try and push it over. We'll see what we can do here. But this ESEE Junglas is awesome when it comes to really hard chopping, and the edge is still razor sharp. Timber with the ESEE Junglas. Alright, well, let's take a look at the sheath that you get with the Junglas. This is probably the best sheath I've seen on a large survival knife ever. What you get is kydex, which is awesome. You got your drainage hole. You got tons of rows for lashing, paracord and different things like that. You could probably get 50 feet of paracord on this kydex sheath, just wrapping it through. Then up here you have your retention screw, just like you would have on your ESEE 5 or your laser strike, and that keeps it from either, when it's down like this, it's easy to pull out, I'll show you here in a second, or you can slide it up and lock it into place. Then on top of that, you have this nylon piece with MOLLE, so it's MOLLE compatible, so you can put it on your pack if you wanted to, or gear. And then you also get your belt strap back here, a little plastic attachment as well, and then you have your handle strap with a button which pops open. You can see kind of flaps out of the way, which is great. Then you have this other flap, so it's totally jump ready. You could jump out of a plane, the military requires 3 retention points. You could easily jump out of a plane, parachute out if you wanted to with this, and it would be jump compatible because of this flap right here that you can easily, just with this little retention, open up, get your blade exposed, and this velcros back out of the way if you don't want to use that third little retention area pad back here. So there's that. Then you got your nice thumb ramp, boom, slides right out. You're ready to go and use the blade. Click it back into place, nice and secure. Got something of a rattle, but then you can bring the screw all the way up, try and push off. Now I cannot bring it out, and the rattle is brought down a little bit more. So if you didn't want the PALS webbing with the MOLLE, you could easily remove that. These are just on screws right here, and you could just rock the kydex, which is actually probably what I'm gonna do, because this is probably a good 3-4 ounces right here, because the total weight that you're seeing in my hand is 33 ounces. That is a lot of weight to be slugging around you know, out in the jungle, backpacking, hiking, camping, whatever. So it's just something that you need to think about and consider, that the Kydex sheath is definitely awesome, but it's heavy, and with that molly on the back makes it even heavier. So my recommendation, if you are rocking a Junglas, unscrew these suckers and just rock the Kydex and figure out some way to carry this kind of like as a shoulder sling that I'll probably do a video on here soon if you want. Or you can carry it just like you see it and rock it on your belt, or jump out of a plane if need be. But awesome, awesome sheath that the Junglas comes with. This is another simple way to work with a big blade. Just hold it backwards so the dull side of the spine is headed out, the sharp towards you. And then you just do a reverse pull grip like this, kind of like you're doing the chicken dance. And this Junglas is very comfortable with this type of chest pull cut, and it's very easy to wield, you know, a large blade like this if you needed to. Great for sitting around your campsite, around the campfire, you know, processing some wood. Very easy to do. All right, everybody. So in conclusion, after having used this Junglas for a long time and just really put it through the ringer, I am so impressed with this large blade. I mean, at 23 ounces, when you're chopping, it just makes your work so easy. It does weigh a lot with that Kydex sheath, you know, 33 ounces overall weight. So that's just something to consider. But I mean, this thing is very, very comfortable in your hand, very easy to swing, use, and the edge retention is insane. We've chopped down several trees, 2 or 3, 4 trees easily, you know, that are 6-7 inches in diameter, different woods, tons of other chopping, huge amounts of batoning, and I have not yet had to touch this blade up. I mean, it's still shaving, razor sharp, no nicks or anything that I can feel or you know, tell. I mean, I could probably go do basically all the work all over again, and it would still retain its edge. So the sheath, the blade, this thing is totally worth 160 bucks. Ballpark is what you're going to be paying for this. And it's worth every single penny that you would pay for the ESEE Junglas. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Stay equipped, stay prepared. We'll see you out there.